So this is the last episode of Season 1, Episode 10 here at Mtn Dew Glitter. So this is the last episode of Season 1. In late August, I'm going to do a Season 2, so stay tuned for that. But I'm going to take a couple weeks off to just, relax and try to do other videos and stuff. But canceled Season 1, Episode 10, last episode of Season 1. Stay tuned for Season 2, starting in late August. But anyway, Season 1 here, Episode 10 of Mtn Dew Glitter here. So, this was supposed to be released in 2024. It was supposed to be a cotton candy flavor of Mtn Dew. Now, if I'm not mistaken, which I do believe I did talk about the Dew Unicorn. If I didn't, I'm going to talk about it in upcoming Season 2. But I think I did, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, Unicorn was supposed to be a flavor that was supposed to be released a couple years prior, I believe in 2020. And if I'm not mistaken, that was also supposed to be a cotton candy flavor as well. Now, unlike Unicorn, where that wasn't really an actual flavor, they didn't produce that flavor at all. That flavor never actually even came out. Nobody ever got the chance to try that flavor, even testers or whatever. However, Mtn Dew Glitter was tested, and some testers were able to, which I'm also always unlucky to get anything from Mtn Dew. Some people actually did have a chance to try this in a test bottle, like the test bottles to say not for sale and stuff, which I don't think they do that anymore. I think that might be a thing of the past, but some people actually got the chance to try this back in 2023, and some people actually showed what it looked like. It actually looked like glitter, and it was like purple. It had almost like a glitter type of appearance to it. Like it did look actually like glitter. And some people said it was a cotton candy flavor, so that's what I'm put right here. Now this flavor is supposed to be released to stores in 2024. However, at the last minute with some of these flavors that Mtn Dew does, it was discontinued, unfortunately. Now, I don't know if this flavor would have been good, or it could have been something like maybe like a zero sugar. It would have been good, or maybe something like with the Oreo Coca-Cola. How everybody thought that was going to be gross. Maybe it would have been the same thing with this, I guess. I don't know, but I kind of think maybe the reason why this flavor didn't come out was the fact that this flavor probably would have been a lot gross. And it probably would have been really terrible in sales, I would say. I really don't think anybody would have bought this. I highly doubt it. I think maybe some people would have bought it and then they would have been, ugh, it would have been gross. And they might have bought it one and they just would have just threw it out probably, and they probably wouldn't have bought another flavor or whatever. So I think this was probably a good idea for Mtn Dew not to release this flavor, in my opinion. I mean, I would have drank this, I would have did a review, I would have, I would have tried it at least, but I don't think I would have liked this. I think it probably would have been way too sweet. With Mtn Dew as sweet as it is already, I think it would have been just way too sweet. So I think this was a good call from Mtn Dew for not releasing this. But some people actually were frustrated because they were thinking that this flavor actually was going to be coming out and just never did. I think this was just tested, and I think the ratings and the reviews from this getting tested were very low, I would say. I don't know. But anyway, canceled Season 1, last episode of Season 1, Episode 10 here, Mtn Dew Glitter. Stay tuned for Season 2 in a couple weeks, so stay tuned.